Hi, I'm George with Martin's Greenhouse. It's June, and it's time to talk about what's best to plant. A question we get asked frequently is, what should I do about pollination? When discussing pollinator gardens, there's 3 easy topics which we can break down. If you hang around till the end of this video, I'll be able to share with you some aspects of pollination that really have nothing to do with the plants at all. You won't want to miss it. The reason planting pollinators is so important is because it will attract bees, butterflies, and other pollinators into the rest of your garden as a whole. In this way, you'll be able to improve the performance of other non-pollinating plants. Fruiting bushes, flowers. A pollination garden can be a critical factor for any gardener who's interested in making sure he's reaching the full scope of potential in his garden. One of the first things to consider is not just what will be helpful for the pollinators to pollinate with, but how to provide environments in which butterflies can plant larvae. There's several plants that butterflies in particular enjoy using for their larvae to eat once they've hatched out, and that would include a common milkweed or something like this fennel here, or parsley. Really common kitchen herbs are often used by butterflies for larvae. There's a whole host of plants that are available to a gardener to ensure that pollinators are attracted to the garden. We can start over here with this Lonicera, honeysuckle here. Excellent scent, attracts several pollinators. We have items like columbine, which are available in the spring. Columbine blooms early, and one of the reasons why you want to provide diversity to a pollination garden is that as things bloom over the course of the season, different pollinators will be attracted in their own season as well. So it's truly important to ensure that you're not sticking to one large planting of a single item, but rather diversifying with several items all at once. To ensure that you've got great pollination opportunity throughout the season, something like New Jersey tea or boneset is going to be a great opportunity for your pollinators. I have nodding onion here and salvia, which provides an extremely strong scent for pollinators like bees and butterflies. Rudbeckia here tends to bloom a little later in the summer, and the blooms last a long time. They're native and deer resistant, so they make an excellent addition as well. I have here false sunflower. This comes in several varieties, and this is also a great option. You can find varieties with classic yellow bloom on them, or a darker variety with bronzed leaves and a redder bloom as well. One of the reasons why we enjoy pollinating gardens so much is because they're really beautiful for the rest of us also. One of my favorite pollinators of all is yarrow, or achillea. This comes in several different colors, and there's a lot of reasons why I think it's a premium pollinator. One is that it comes in so many different colors, so you can get a red, a peach, a yellow, or a white, and really add a lot of diversity and color to your pollinating garden. Another reason is that it grows a good deep root stem, so that you'll have a plant that's coming back reliably year after year. It spreads, but it spreads slowly, and the flowers on it are large pads. This is prior to its bloom right now, but it'll develop these large pads that make excellent landing points for pollinators as well. It really is a highlight plant that just says, look at me, I'm in a pollinator garden, to the pollinators that are nearby. Finally, I want to talk about the aspects of a pollinator garden that don't really have to do with the plants themselves. Pollinators need a pretty specific environment to be able to continue with their migration, or to just generally thrive in the conditions that are right for them. Something to consider when placing a pollinator garden is that it should be in full sun. They need warm blood to be able to move. Another thing to consider is a water source. They need good shallow water nearby. So whether that is a small puddle available, maybe with some rocks in it so they're able to stand on something wet and get a drink. If you have that hideous old pie plate or something you got at your wedding or that your grandma left behind that you've been afraid to get rid of, that would be a great opportunity to use that. Put that in the dirt, fill it with, half an inch of water, that kind of thing, and keep an eye on it as well. They're going to want shelter, so make sure that your placement is out of the wind, and they're going to want to make sure the environment provides protection from predators. So that little pile of sticks that you've had the children collect or whatever, that can go ahead and stay. Put that in that garden, keep it in a nice tight bundle, and provide those opportunities for them to seek shelter as the need arises. If you're ready to enhance the performance of your garden by starting a pollinator garden of your own, come on over to Martin's, and if you have any question about any of the plants we've discussed in the effort to build pollination activity, by all means, don't hesitate to ask.